Right, hello, yes. After a week of doing very little and realising that the bad sinus infection I had is also backed up by a heavy bout of quite bad hay fever, um, I haven't been able to do much as I want to. My voice is still a bit bunged up. Right, Discworld, the 1995 game from Perfect 10. A little bit of history about this one than me. 1994, yeah, 94, 95. There we go. This was my first foray into the world of Discworld. Completely. I played this before I read the books. Reason being was I just wasn't really that into books at the time. And it wouldn't have been a couple of years later that Harry Potter came out that I got into that as well. Which is weird, what really, we think about how small the timeline is. However, so yeah, a friend of mine a colleague of mine in one of my very, very early jobs back in, must have been around this time. What was it after? It was before the hotel, so that's about 92. I worked as a pot wash, like washing up in this tiny restaurant in my town centre where I live. And one of the chefs, was reading Harry Potter, reading Discworld on his lunch break. And I was sort of piqued an interest and said, what's all that about? So he tried to explain me. And it didn't strike me as very interesting. Anyway, fast forward a couple of years, this came out for the PlayStation. It came out in multiple formats. Came out on the PlayStation, so I thought, I'll give it a go, because I liked Broken Sword. I liked the format of Monkey Island, even though I'd never really played it, because I didn't have an Amiga or Atari ST or anything like that. I haven't played it since. So I played it, and it was a lot of fun. The humour, obviously, one of the sterling parts about this game is the voice cast. You may have seen it already in that little credit scene that went past. It's got Eric Idle, Kate Robbins, who was at the time it was a quite famous female impressionist. She did quite a lot of voices for Spitting Image, if you've heard of that over in America, or wherever you may be. John Pertwee, who was one of the original Doctors, as in Doctor Who. I think he was the third. You had William Hartnell, Patrick Troughton, then John Pertwee, then it was Tom Baker, and then it was Conor Baker, so on and so forth. Anyway, yeah, but I more knew John Pertwee myself because he was Wurzel Gummidge back in the day. Those words do actually make sense. It was a thing we used to watch on a Sunday morning. About a scarecrow that came to life. It's an old story. They've redone it recently with Mackenzie Crook. I think he was in it. Anyway, yeah. So, of course, Eric Idle was like the main character. He plays Rincewind the Wizard. And obviously he's like the big name Paul. But another voice actor who wasn't very famous at the time, right at the end there, Rob Brydon. And Rob Brydon has now, leapt to meteoric levels of fame and stardom. But back then, when they were making this, he wasn't very well known at all. Again, he did some voices for Spitting Image, I think. Little bits here and there. He was like background actor, and then he did, I think, it's not Dharma and Greg. Jeff and Marion? Marion and Jeff, I think he was in. And then he got to Gail and Stacey, things like that. But he does 90% of the male voices in here. Tony Robinson is in it as well, and he was like still basking in the glory of Blackadder, where obviously he plays Baldric. So he does a lot of voices, a few voices in this as well. Yeah, so this is a lot of fun. The way I'm going to play, I'll click through, because if you click talk to everybody, there's a lot of characters you can interact with, have no bearing on the plot whatsoever. The guy who cuts his legs off is one particular. People in the square, you don't really need to talk to them. You see as we go along. If I don't talk to somebody, there's a reason I don't talk to them, put it that way. This is one of those ones where you get a mission and you have to do 400 things to pick up a worm, or something along those lines. Anyway, so, right, I'll get playing with this. I might not talk all the way through, obviously, because this has its own voices, obviously. They can tell their own jokes, they can tell their own story. It is 640 by 480 enhanced to widescreen, so it might be a bit blurry in places, but that's the way it works. It's GOG. I've got running through Scum VM to play old, I think, yeah, this is an old PC port, it's not the PlayStation. PlayStation port was a bit fuzzy, and I remember buying the mouse for the PlayStation just to play this game. Anyway, enough fiddle faddle. Let me get started. I'll let the intro run through. I'm going to go and get a drink, and it'll tell you the plot of what's happening.
In a second-hand set of dimensions, in an astral plane that was never meant to fly, somewhere in darkest Ankh-Morpork, a sinister plot is about to unfold.
I'll see you again next week for my usual special. Hey, what's where you going?
See you soon.
Get off! Leave me alone! Damnation if you don't clear out, so help me, I'm... Oh, just bugger off!
That's better. It's on nights like this I can just murder a good cunning.
Ah! Hands up. Who's there? Hands. Would you mind putting your hands up? Why? What's happening? It's a simple courtesy. I say, put your hands up. And you, put your hands up. What did you say? It's traditional. A well-established ritual of your actual mugger and victim relationship. You being the victim, and me being the aforementioned mugger. Now please, put your hands up. Hold on to you, what's the names? I haven't got all night, you know. Just do it, alright? Okay. I don't know what this town is coming to. A man can't even have a quiet drink in peace. Now, that wasn't too hard, was it? Now, if you'll just... Oh, bugger.
Unseen University, the home of the greatest wizards on the Discworld, and one or two of the worst. Now, listen carefully. With all these rumors of a dragon... But sir, dragons don't exist. At least, not unless people believe in them. Quite. Nevertheless, with all these rumors of a dragon on the rampage, the wizards of Unseen University must fulfill their civic responsibility. We must seek out this dragon and destroy it. Yes, but how? Who? Leave the how up to me. As for the who, well, I know of the ideal person. Why don't you go and fetch Rincewind for me?
Okay, so this is where we come in. This is Rincewind. On top of the wardrobe there, you'll see the luggage, made from sapient pearwood. Oh, hang on.
Rincewind, wake up! The Arch-Chancellor wants to see you.
Lovely. Yeah, so most of the voices you've heard so far have all been Rob Brydon. Yeah, so that's the fly, and he is now your cursor. Let's go for. So yeah, this luggage is made from sapient pearwood. You'll see him in a second.
Yes, a mysterious shape, a sinister shape, the shape fraught with shapeness. It must be a plot element, otherwise there'd be a better label.
Right, bear with me. Let's turn. That's better. Okay, resume. Right, so we need to get this guy up because he has something in him. We need a later on. Yeah. So we've got to go speak to the Arch-Chancellor, but there's something we can do first. So if we come down all the way down here, come down here. This is awkward, this bit with this bloody stairs. The artwork is amazing. All these like hand-drawn backgrounds digitised into the game. Okay. You have a little inventory. Rincewind can only carry 2 things. I think can carry 4 things later. That does become a bit of a plot, a puzzle element later, because when he goes off on his own and doesn't have the luggage with him, you need to make sure he's got in his pockets whatever he needs. Only happens a couple of times. There you go. Yeah, come on then. Let's get the luggage first. So up and down, up and down. Luckily, I think... No, you don't have to go back into the room, so let's get this done. This has been a bit funny with the double clicks at the moment. Right, there is... As I say, Rincewind is voiced by Eric Idle, but there is a way of finding out.
Nope, I can't shift it.
They needed a few more lines for Rincewind, but Eric wasn't available, so they got Rob Brydon to do it instead, and it's very jarring. You can hear the difference, and I'll demonstrate it now. If you come down. Lovely, yeah, so it's hundreds of little legs. And it's a homicidal maniac as well, but that doesn't really come into play here. If you put the pouch...
That doesn't...
I'll hang on to this myself.
There you go, so that isn't Eric, that was Rob Brydon. Right, so he has to have the money bag at all time. I don't think that comes into play at all. Maybe once later on. But anyway, let's go see the Arch-Chancellor, and that's all we need to do in this room. This is basically going to be a list of tasks. Oh no, we've got to get a book first. Let's speak to the Arch-Chancellor.
Ah, if it isn't young Breakwind.
Rincewind, sir.
Rincewind, quite. Come in. We need to talk. That is, I need to talk, and you listen. No doubt you've been hearing all sorts of rumours about this dragon that supposedly is terrorising the town.
Dragon? As in the classic fire-breathing, city-toasting...
Shut up! Yes, Pretty much. Scaly, vein, like shiny objects, that species of kidney. And what we need to do is to ensure that the unseen university is properly represented in the attempt to dispose of it. If some yokel simply slays the wretched thing without our help, the people will begin to ask just what wizards are for.
Actually, sir, what are wizards for?
Wizards are firmly behind big dinners. And if you want to keep on eating yours, you'll go and see about this dragon.
Surely, sir, dragons don't logically exist.
Shut up! Dragons exist if you believe in them. And the average man in the street does believe in them. Or at least believes in them enough to give us big rewards if they think we've gotten rid of the thing. Do you follow me?
Not really.
Shut up! Not interested in excuses. Too much sloppy thinking around here. Run down to the library and fetch me a copy of Featherwinkle's concise compendium of Dragon's Lairs. Once we've read that, we'll know how to track the scaly blighter down. You still here? Standing around like something unhygienic? Do it now!
Yes, okay. Go down to the library, which is down here. One thing you'll know about the librarian when you see him. He's a orangutan, not a monkey.
Hello? Ooh, Egat. You're not in charge here, are you? Oh, I see. Well, that explains the filing system. Look, I don't know if you're quite the person that I want to see. Ooh, yeah, well, it's hard to explain, really. Yeah, ook, eek, ook. Yee! Well, this is wonderful. I never knew I could speak monkey. Did you get the number of that donkey cot?
Remember that line?
This seems like a good cue.
Yes. Right, go to the luggage, get the banana, give the banana to the orangutan.
Excuse me, my dear sir. Could you get me a tome called Featherwinkle's Concise Compendium of Dragon's Lairs?
Get another one of these amazing backgrounds. Oh, stereotype. 20 wise smaller. Right, so I've got the book. Put that in the luggage. Right, come on then. You do need to come back here later for heavy plot points. Right, up here. Right, luggage. Come on.
Excellent. Good lad, Breakwind.
Rincewind, sir.
Ah, we now have the formula to construct Recollemento's never-failing Dragon's Lair revealer. With the device in our hands, we'll be able to track the creature and trap it like a wildebeest.
You mean like a rat, sir?
Really? Well, could be. That'd be easier, certainly. You've got a good firm grasp of facts. I like that in a wizard. Go forth and fetch the elements we need to construct this device. I'll see that your performance is brought to the attention of the university board when we review your grant next year. We may only halve it, for example.
Sir, have I ever told you of my ambition to be a yak?
It can be arranged, Rincewind. Just ask the librarian. Now get a move on. We need a staff of tumultuous termaturgy, a spiral of never-failing induction, a miniature creature of excitable chitters, and a container made of the strongest ferrous metal.
Oh, is that all?
A sample of breath from the subject in question is necessary.
Dragon's breath?
Yes. Any problems with that? No? Good. Well, don't just stand there. Off you go!
Right, so we've got to get 5 things from all around Ankh-Morpork, which is the town, city you live in, one side of the Ankh River. Yeah, one thing I should say, or should mention, this is loosely based on the books Guards, which is all the dragon subplot, and a little bit of Colour of Magic, which is the first Terry Pratchett book in the Discworld series, even though there was another book before the Colour of Magic that was loosely, it was the inspiration. It's called Strata. I can't remember what year it came out. It was 1982, 1983. I do have it. It's something about, it's a little bit Douglas Adams, creating planets kind of thing. Somebody carved their initials into Norway or something along those lines. Yeah, it's kind of the base where Discworld started, so it's a bit of a row on that if you can find it. Where am I going? I need to go to the dining room. So all these characters you can talk to. Electron in recent rooms. I think Wendell Poons is in here. The Dean, the Bursar. That's Wendell Poons. Don't listen to that. Senior Mangler, whatever. So all I really need to do here is get the broom and swap it for the staff. Stop doing things. Where is it? Where is it? Go there. Doesn't even seem to care. He's right bloody there. Lovely. Right, so that's that done. Simples. Right, so now that's all we really need here. There is something around in the kitchen, but we'll do that later. Okay. Yes, I've been struggling. My cold I thought I was fighting turns out to be a heavy bout of sinusitis and hay fever.
How do you open the gate?
They've changed the wasp names. The hand wriggles. It's a whole new spell.
So show me the new spell.
Can't. The spell's a secret. Yeah. Look, you just...
Like this.
Yes, almost.
Like this.
Right you are, son. Now, if you'll excuse me, I think I'd like a nice lie down.
But what about the gate? Aren't you going to guard it?
Oh, who gives a monkeys?
Uh-oh. One thing I will say about this game, there was a sequel, Missing Presumed, where Death takes a holiday. Meet Joe Black, and I think that one was based kind of on Reaper Man. But I didn't like that one because, whereas this one is sprite based.
That doesn't work. What's this then? Prunes? Finest quality? Extra dark old bowel buster? Yuck.
Yeah, this is sprite based. The sequel, they tried to do like cel shaded cartoons, and it just didn't work. And the compatibility from the old game and now still isn't working. So right, Foggy. Right, let's get the door. Excuse me. Right, someone get out of here. Some of the clickies aren't working for some reason. Thank you. Okay, annoying people. Hey, come on.
Bisected by the river Ankh, the city of Ankh-Morpork is the oldest existing city on the Discworld. It is really two cities, proud Ankh, turnwise of the river, and pestilent Morpork on the Widdershin side. Although the pestilence is quite democratic and in fact covers most of the city, it is said that all roads lead to Ankh-Morpork. But this is in fact incorrect. The truth is that all roads lead away from Ankh-Morpork.
Yeah, so as you said, a few places to go. There's an inn. I think that's lots of things. A couple of places won't show up until later on. The stables are down here. We want to go to the square. There's a palace. Don't need that yet. The chap you just saw, I believe, was Two Flower the Tourist. There was a recent adaptation with David Jason and Sean Astin. Oh, there's a dragon. and they did an adaptation of The Colour of Magic, and yeah, he was talking about it's this guy who turns up. They never had a tourist in Discworld, and he turns up just wants to see the sights, and that's half the plot of the first book. Right, let's go to the square. Again, old times. You don't really need to speak to them. Cut me on to it, Dibbler, and I need to talk to this urchin.
Care to buy a money pouch, sir? Very good, Nick. Cost you 1 shilling.
No, I already have a money pouch, thank you.
Are you sure?
Stolen! The damn thing's been stolen!
Good thing I was at hand with a replacement then, innit, sir?
Wait a minute. This looks exactly like my money pouch.
You see, sir? You'll hardly even know your old pouch has gone. That's service for you.
Now look. Did you just steal this?
Don't look at me, sir. I'm just a lovable street urchin, I am.
Urchin?
Yeah, you know, one of them hard things that lives on seaside rocks. The ones that end in points.
It's a starfish, isn't it?
Is it? All right, sir. I'm a lovable street starfish, then.
Sounds a bit fishy to me.
I'm just keen to get you to shell out, Gov. Like a second pouch, sir, just as a reserve, so to speak, in case the worst should happen.
Look, if it's not too much to ask, how did you do that?
What? Give away a trade secret?
Tell me how you do it, or I'll turn your spleen into a tank of sea monkeys. Did you get the number of that donkey cot?
Oh, well, when you put it that way, Gov, look, it's easy. Just practice on those old guys over there and get your hand in.
Yeah, that monkey gag wears out very quickly. I have underwear. Oh, good to know. Okay. So that was it. Get a tomato. Okay. You could have a conversation with him about it, but let's not. Pick on another tomato. 2 pixels. Comedy. Okay, let's have the worm. You can go in there. Right, I think that's all I need here. Right, into... There's an office around here somewhere. There you go. Let's pop in here.
Shut up, sit down, no talking. If you're mad, you don't want to run around infecting everybody else.
This word you cannot stand. Tell me how it makes you feel. Yes. Yes, I see. A case of latent aggression, no doubt. Now, I want you to relax and tell me about your innermost feelings. When I say the word in question. That's it. Now, here we go. Monkey.
Yibble, egg.
That's Tony Robinson.
I'm sorry?
The awful knowing eyes.
What's happened to you?
I couldn't take it. Thumping, not thumping. My brain's gone potty. Ah! Get them off me. They're all green.
Do you know any good? So I don't actually need to have a conversation with
This
this
seems
one.
like a good cue to cease this whole silly conversation.
Right, let's go out. Okay, go back in again, and he should have moved. He has.
Shut up, sit down, no talking.
Whatever
if
it
you're
is.
mad, you don't want to run around
Yes, we heard you last time. Right, let's take the net. Lovely, okay. Right, so I'm going to come out of here now. I'm going to go to the street. This is probably the most impressive image in the game. I like because it's, well, you'll see as we turn up. I'm just going to pop in here to the toy shop.
Greetings, shopkeeper.
Good day, sir. Can I interest you in our toys? There's today's special, an amusing line of bells and whistles. Or there's Violent Bob, the doll with a face you can rip clean off.
Eh?
It's very therapeutic.
I'm sure.
The sort of thing you can share with your brothers. Brothers of evil, walking arm in arm across the rooftops of the world.
Are you all right?
Pardon? Oh, yes. Never felt better. So, can I help you at all, sir? Anything special catch your eye?
Oh, just browsing.
Browsing?
Yes.
Not plotting?
Definitely not.
Not secretly planning the overthrow of the patrician and the total dominance of the city?
No, not at all.
Oh, damn. Right you are, sir. Browse away.
Right, so there's a roll of string here. I love that. I will use that with the worm. Thank you. You don't need one, but you can grab one of these toys. They can go in there. Okay, well, we're going to walk across this image. I'd like to see the architecture making a place like this.
Hello.
Go away. I am a monk of the Temple of Offla.
Temple of Offal?
Offla. I am guardian of the sacred eye, Lord High Vicar of the other not-so-sacred eye, and Grand Trilobite of the Cenopod.
You must be taller than you look.
Silence! Begone, or else feel the wrath of the mighty Offler and the toe-biting knights of the Holy Emasculation!
Right you are then.
And verily shall he bellow forth.
Yes, very. Fishmonger here. I don't think I need to speak to the fishmonger yet, but he is one of the guys I need to talk about. Oh, nice picture. I love that, even though he's standing right there. What's he got? Caviar? Eels? Not yet. Okay, just need to go again, a little bit further right. This chap. This is Tony Robinson again. Don't really need to talk to him, but he does add colour.
Well, at least I suppose it's a hair roller. Is that a curler in your hair?
Impudent wretch, of course it is.
Just asking. So it's definitely a roller then?
What?
In your hair? A hair roller?
Well, of course it is. If it wasn't a roller, then why would it be there?
You wouldn't,
Wouldn't what?
you wouldn't say it's a bit, unusual at all?
Good heavens, no.
Right, you are then. Oh, so you're having your hair set in a traditional style?
Traditional?
With rollers and curls? Oh, yes, it should look very quaint.
Quaint?
Yeah, well, a busy woman like yourself can't always be expected to keep up with the new trends.
What? Don't be absurd. Barber, I shall have my hair set straight.
A very wise choice, madam.
Right, so this is the coil we need, I believe. Right, talk to the barber.
Hello there.
Oh, hello.
I suppose it's quite a sensuous sort of job then, playing with women's hair all day.
Oh, not really. Not with the type of women we get in here. No silken locks, no golden magic drifting beneath my scissors. Nothing like my wondrous little milkmaid.
Right. So, click on Rincewind, pickpocket skill, and we use that on here as pocket.
That doesn't work.
Where's this pocket? There it is. Quickly do that while he's daydreaming. Now, the maid you might have seen in the office where we've got the butterfly net. You could have had a conversation with her, but you don't really need it. Right, so that's the coil. Right. Right, so let's go off stage. Offset rather. Right, where's the livery stable? Here it is. Of course, playing with this with a PlayStation without a mouse, it took me weeks to find this location because it was so small and the controller was so, you know, imprecise. Yeah, it wasn't very good. Okay, have some corn. Alright, let's go off to the... I'm trying to think what's going to be the best way of... Let's go to the palace. Maxwell has just entered the house.
So, anyway, how's the wife?
Oh, not so bad. How's yours?
Oh, doing well, doing well. We thought we might invite you two around for dinner tomorrow night. I've made a chocolate cake, strawberry pudding, and duck's foot casserole with leaf mould.
Leaf mould?
Oh, sorry. Did I say leaf mould? I meant caramel. Anyway, there'll be lashings of everything. You know the wife. She likes to cook.
Yeah, but is this a good idea? I thought she was watching her weight.
Why should she watch her weight?
Well, you know, after last time, when she accidentally ate that camel.
Oh, she's not overweight. She's just, she's just cuddly.
Just like me.
Cuddly. Very, very cuddly. With humps.
So, how's your wife then? Did she get that thing off her face?
Thing? What thing?
The hairy thing.
That's a beauty spot, that is.
Oh, I see. A bit long for a beauty spot, isn't it? No, I mean, in area.
Look, moustaches are supposed to be a sign of sensuality.
What, on women?
Listen, are you calling my wife ugly?
No.
Good. I'd have been ever so cross if you did.
Clear off!
Look, could you just let me in, please?
Clear off!
Well, I'll just... Look,
Clear off.
now that's what I call a guarded I don't think you should pay him any attention. That's love, that is. Putting up with an old bag of a wife.
What?
Well, your friend here was saying how massively unattractive your wife actually is.
No, just mostly unattractive. I'm sure she actually got in a beauty. Help!
Greetings, lowly and scabby peasant.
Hail, old pointy-hatted one, and less of the scabby, thank you.
What's happening?
We seek an audience with the patrician, the mighty ruler of Ankh-Morpork. It's about this dragon, you see. He's making the cows dry up and all the curtains fade.
What, really?
Well, that's what our Agnes says. Anyway, who wants to have their family char-boiled by a dragon? Soot's hell to shift.
Yes.
Well, anyway, that's what old Uncle Agnes says. You can't go fairer than that.
Uncle Agnes?
Yeah, Uncle.
So you describe him as a bit of a man then?
Hadn't really thought about it, to tell the truth. Now you come to mention it, I suppose we should have asked. We just married him off to one of those guards outside the gates.
Well, that explains something.
Alright, so we've got Nanny Og there, who we're not going to speak to. We'll speak to her later. I'm just going to go straight in here. Okay. To come back here later, I'm just going to grab this mirror. Pop that in there. Okay. This is someone else we need to speak to later.
No, it's a visitor, isn't it, Chucky? A visitor, yes it is. Oh, Chucky. Look here. Mr. Pencilhead says hello. Hello. He said hello to us, Chucky. Oh, Chucky.
Yeah, that's not.
This
Maybe
seems
later.
like a good...
Okay. Right, okay, so where are we going to go to? Alley. Got to be careful here, because if you get step on the wrong spot, you get shot into the ceiling. So he can have a cutscene now, I believe. Yep. Yeah, something about the Discworld is you can have licensed assassins, where you pay somebody and it's all so you can get killed in the street, but it's all official as long as you've got a chit. Right, so watch out for this step, that step. If you stayed too long on that and not paying attention, you get shot to where the ninja just was. Right, let's go and say hello to the alchemist.
By the cut of his jib, well, either that or a professional jib cutter.
Eureka! I found it. Finally, it works. My octocellulose has been perfected.
What works?
Nothing. Nothing works at all.
Oh, go on, you were saying something right now.
No, I wasn't.
It was all about octo-something.
Shh! Not so loud. All right, but wizard's oath on this. You have to swear to keep all this a secret.
Oh, all right.
Well?
Well, what?
Well, let's hear it then.
It's a secret oath.
I promise I won't listen.
No, that's no good. Tell you what, I'll have to say it in mime.
Well, you can't say further than that. Anyway, here before you, you see a new age in entertainment. With my new octocellulose, I'll revolutionize the world. Think of it. Pictures that move.
Eh?
My fortune is made. Moving pictures will soon be the talk of the age.
You've been standing too close to the boiling mercury again, haven't you?
Every true genius has his vice. It helps us to get ahead.
Putting your head in a vice is the best idea you've had all day. Moving pictures. How does it work?
Well, the strips of octocellulose are transparent. When you paint on them and shine light through from behind, it projects a picture onto a wall. You just run the strip through a box filled with gears and springs.
It's a bit noisy.
Ah, the clicking noise is all part of the atmosphere.
What paints the pictures?
There's an imp inside this box. All I do is open up the window and the imp makes the pictures. He paints the frames as fast as I can wind the strips past him.
An imp, eh? Anyway, what are you going to call this new system?
I'm not sure.
Well, it's easy enough. What is their most unique characteristic?
They're moving pictures that click.
Well, there you go. Call them that.
Of course. Clickies. Thank you.
Clickies?
Going to put it in the flask over here. And then we wait.
Leave the cap.
Looks like a little home for a very little creature.
Yes. Also employed in speed cameras in Ankh-Morpork, funny enough. Right, he's not enjoying that. Okay. Okay, how do I get... Oh, that one. Okay. Someone grab the imp. No, he's gone. Okay. Okay, let's pop outside. We have what we need to get hold of this, so... No, don't do that. Oh, the popcorn's finished already. How do when you try and click something and it's moving? Stop moving. Worm on there. Gotcha. Right, now I need to put this in Rincewind's inventory. He has got some more room now, jolly good. And then we go to where the ninja just was. So if we stand on this one, looks like a money box.
Good morning, Jimmy. Fine day for it.
For what?
Oh, for whatever innocent folk like we can find to do up here on the rooftops.
Have you ever fallen down?
Oh, yes. Tons of times.
Well, if you don't want a repeat performance, try shutting up.
The day is coming when people like you will have to look up to folk like me.
Probably easiest from the ground, then.
What?
Looking up at you, I mean. Probably easiest when done from the ground. Actually, I think I might just get in as little looking up at you right now. I'll just go down to street level in a quiet, orderly...
Okay, let's go over here, up to the tower, which I think is a tower of art, possibly? Tallest structure in Discworld. I assume that's it anyway. Oh, another interesting thing about wizards is they always get personally claimed by death.
A bit slippery, is it?
It's fine, I assure you.
Maybe you'd better just spit on your hands.
That's going to make it even slippier, isn't it?
It might be worth a try.
But then I'll slip and die.
Is that really so bad, philosophically speaking?
It is from where I stand, yes.
Death does have its positive aspects, you know. It's easy to do lying down. Also, have you ever considered the saving on food, rent and clothing?
Are you saying that this is my appointed time to die?
Well, since you put it like that, no. But I thought, there he is. And I'm happening to be passing, you know. It's a kind of outreach policy.
If it's all the same, I'd rather wait.
Oh, if you insist. I'll see you later.
How much later?
Don't start reading any long books.
Wizards have the honour, albeit a dubious one, of being claimed personally by death. Not only that, but wizards can actually see and talk with death. Despite rumours to the contrary, he is not a cheery dinner companion.
What was it that Terry Pratchett, one of his quotes about death, he isn't an evil person, he's just very, very good at his job. Alright, mirror, 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 jiggle the mirror.
Ooh, magnificent. Now get out there and slay them.
The buxom young lady you just saw back there may be based on Angua, but she's a copper and she's a werewolf, so there we go. So like I said, this is a semi-original story they wrote just for the game. Half an hour later. That's half the thing waiting for animation cycles to finish. Okay.
Assassin training track. Oh, I suppose they have to be taught somewhere.
Yeah, so yeah. Like I said, official assassins, you can kill people as long as there's an actual contract out on you. Right. Window. See, when you didn't know what you were doing, you could spend hours walking around trying to figure out what to do next. But in reality, it's quite simple, it's just long-winded. Right, I think we may get another cutscene. Yes. So if we speak to this guy...
Did you get the number of that donkey cart?
As annoying as that sentence is, it does come into play later. Okay, we need to go to the university. So I think we only really need one more thing. We've got the improving excitable chitters, the coil, the staff. We're just going to get one more thing. I'm just going to put this in Rincewind's.
I'm not carrying that.
See, that is also...
I'm not carrying...
Rob Wyden, sorry. Right, path around the back. Take a bag of fertiliser. Chuck that in there. We need to have that so he smells. Right, I've got that in. Right, ladder, window. There's a chef down here. We should have spoke to him earlier, actually. Tossing pancakes, but we do need to talk to him, and this is where it gets awkward. Oh no, you just double click loads and it works.
Reversing gravity is the last straw. I've had it. I'm off to complain. Spells, wizards, anti-gravity. It's unnatural, that's what it is. So who pays for it, I say? Me, that's who. Up the stairs to complain, then back down to the kitchen. Up and down, like what kids play with on a string.
A kite?
What? Yes, that's the one. Up and down these stairs like a kite.
Right. Alright, put that back in the inventory and there we go. You can have the ladder back. Yes, we do need that later when we go to the pub, so to speak. Let's go in here. Oh, Captain Speedy. Pop to the kitchen. Frying pan. I'll have some more bananas just in case. You never know. Might eat banana anyway. Right, I think that's all we need, so we'll go back to the Arch Chancellor. So background audio provided by Maxwell.
All copyright goes to me.
Yes. Right. Alright, just give him stuff. Hair roller.
That's good, but off with you. There's still more work to be done.
Yeah, right. Staff, which is literally around the corner from you too.
That's good, but off with you. There's still more work.
Yeah, so repetitive. Frying pan.
That's good.
Yes. Give him the imp.
That's good.
Right, and the mirror. I want Dragon's Breath.
Excellent. Well done, that man. Now that you've finished all the tedious work, all we need is a truly heroic wizard to actually trace the lair and take all of the glory. All right, Breakwind, you may go and try to do something useful around here. No more big dinners for slackers.
Right, well, I'll just slink off down this corridor, shall I?
Yes, good day, Rincewater.
And you'll handle the gold. I mean, the dragon. You'll just take care of everything.
Yes, quite right.
Perhaps I should volunteer to assist, sir, having had hands-on experience in your actual dragon locating equipment.
Don't be ridiculous, man. We need someone of character and virility, of strength and guile. Someone, in short, who is not you.
What has 100 eyes, drinks blood, and is bright purple?
Good grief, boy. How should I know?
Well, there's one right behind you, sir. I hope that's not a valuable rug.
And off he goes. Right, so we just have to move around.
Rich! I'm rich! I'm fabulously wealthy! I'm comfortably well off! It's all mine, and no big ugly lizard is going to stop me!
Ahem.
However, when I say ugly, I don't of course mean lacking in considerable wit, charm, charisma, attractiveness, teeth, claws...
Hush.
Yes, sir. I'm shutting up now, sir.
I am angered, little man. I am angered and I am sorrowful. An evil brotherhood has pulled me from my ancient place of rest and have bent me to their will. I am being used for evil ends. They are inside my head. I cannot stand it. I am not naturally an evil creature. I wish only to return to my home dimension, seek out this evil brotherhood and destroy the spells that control me, or else they shall force me to kill again. I cannot fight off their powers much longer.
Ah, yes, well... how do I break this spell?
You must uncover the secret brotherhood. Each of them must own a golden artifact. 6 artifacts used to summon me here. Bring the golden trinkets to me, and I can sever the brotherhood's control over my mind.
Yes, but where do I find this brotherhood? You said that it was secret.
Seek out the one who stole the Book of Dragon Summoning from the Unseen University Library. He shall lead you to the others.
Well, I suppose I'd better get out and get on with the job then.
Oh, by the way, they really are building me up for a major rampage. If you fail to stop them, you will probably end up gritting down someone's path next winter.
Right. Gotcha.
Okay, so that's the end of Act 1, start of Act 2. And like I said, when I first played this, I would be on that first act for days trying to figure stuff out. And that's how simple it is, really. Okay, that'll be the end of this video. I will continue, obviously, probably tomorrow, because it's getting a bit late on Monday, but it is bank holiday tomorrow, so yippee, day off. Right, okay, I'll see you in part 2. Thanks very much.